Hey you guys, it's Jana here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So you guys, this week has been so crazy for me, and as you know, last week I made my first car talks video and I was actually gonna wait a couple more weeks to make another one, but just this past week, I already have another story for you guys, so I'm just gonna talk about that. So as you might know, I work out at the gym usually 2 or 3 times a week. And I don't really know that many people at the gym because I usually just put my earbuds in and I don't really talk to anyone there. But the other day, so this would have been 2 days ago now, I had this kind of strange guy approach me. So let me help you just picture this. So I had just finished my workout, so I went to the change room, got my coat and everything, and then I was walking out. And I kind of walked through this hallway and then there's an atrium area and that's where the exits are. So I was walking through the atrium towards the exit and then I noticed this guy was about to come out the exit at the same time as me, and all of a sudden he started following me really closely and I could just feel it. And both me and him are right outside the door, and then he's like, "Oh, hey, how are you?" And I don't know who this is at all. And I was kind of taken aback by this because I wasn't expecting him to come talk to me, but we were talking now, so... And then he proceeds to tell me that he had seen me working out at the gym, and he thought that I was so cute that he had to come talk to me. And don't get me wrong, I'm flattered, and I think it takes guts to approach a stranger and be like, "Hey, you're cute and I want to talk to you." And I think that's great. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but just the way that he did it, it was really weird. And then he asks me if I've finished high school, and I just told him, I'm like, "Well, yeah, I'm 20, so I'm done high school." And he's like, "Oh, so you finished high school?" And I was yeah, that's what I said already. And then I asked him, so I'm like, "Well, how old are you?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm 20 as well." I'm like, I think it's a little bit convenient. Not that he couldn't be 20, but I just feel like he was waiting for me to say how old I was so he could say the same age. And just by looking at him, I'm 90% sure he was actually in high school. I think he was lying to me. I just feel like when people are lying, I can usually tell, and I think that he was just lying just to say that "Oh, we're a similar age." We're probably not. And I forgot to mention one thing too. So while we're standing outside talking, it's snowing out, so I'm actually freezing, and I just want to get to my car and go home, and this guy is kind of holding me up. He could have approached me in the gym while we were working out. He didn't have to approach me outside, or he could have said something in the atrium at first, but I don't know. And then he asks me for my number. And honestly, in my head, I thought, you know what, I'll just give him a fake number. I'll give him the first few digits of my real number, and then the last number I'll change to a different number, so it'll still be a valid number, but not mine. Then he's typing the number into the phone part. So it's not in the contact, it's in the phone. He's like, "Oh, I'll just send you a call just so that you have my number too." And I'm like, crap, then I can't give him a fake number. So we do that, and now we both have each other's numbers, and I'm really ready to get going at this point. And I'm not trying to come off as mean or anything either, but I just I wasn't interested. This guy really wasn't on my radar at all. And I feel sometimes when you meet people, you can tell right away, is this someone I want to be friends with or maybe date? And sometimes you just know in your head right away, and that was it for me. I'm I don't think I really want to chat with this guy either way. And unfortunately, to people's faces, I have a really hard time saying no, unless someone is really bothering me. But this guy, he wasn't being rude or anything. It was just kind of creepy, and I was kind of uncomfortable, so I was kind of making my uncomfortable and nice voice. I was like, "Oh, okay." So then he says he'll text me later, and later he did text me. So he was texting me and asking questions about me, but the whole time I was just thinking this guy had this elaborate plan to come and talk to me. Like, because obviously he said that he saw me at the gym and thought I was cute, so that means while I was working out, he was watching me, and then in his mind, he decided, well, I'm gonna stand in the atrium and wait for her to come out and approach her. And like, that's so weird, like, why? So at the same gym where I work out, I also volunteer there. So I was volunteering last night, and unfortunately he was working out at the same time that I started my volunteer shift. So I was trying to avoid him the entire time. Like, so mostly what I do when I volunteer, it's just like cleaning machines and stuff. And I have like certain areas where I'm supposed to check off and clean. And unfortunately he seemed to be in all the areas where I had to clean. So I felt like I was trying to be like stealthy, like trying to duck under everything and like get him not to talk to me. But I don't know, I had my hair tied up and I didn't the day prior, so I'm wondering if maybe he didn't recognize me right away just because I looked a little bit different. And also with the mask on too, maybe he couldn't tell it was me just because he couldn't see like my full face. This guy he was working out with, his friend, but I think eventually he figured out, oh wait, that's the girl that I approached yesterday. And like, I'm so lucky he didn't come up and talk to me, but I just felt like the whole time I was so stressed because I was trying to avoid him and just do my job and pretend like I'm not really paying attention. Even though I knew he was there. But it's just like adding on all this extra stress for me. So, because he had texted me too yesterday morning, like before I went to my volunteer shift, and I just ignored it. I didn't really want to initiate anything just because I'm just not interested, and that's like, I don't know, I'm gonna leave it there. But anyway, I'm hoping that this will be the end of that. So like, I'm sure I'll see him at the gym more times, but maybe if he didn't approach me last night, maybe he won't do it again, which I'm hoping for. Like, there is one guy at the gym who I do like, and it's like, why couldn't have he approached me, not this just like random guy who I'd like never even like laid eyes upon, like. But you know, that's just my luck. It never happens that way. But anyways, I feel like I'm rambling, so I'm gonna wrap this up. But I hope this was an entertaining story time for you guys. I was like super shocked by it when it happened. So yeah, I guess my life is just like entertainment for you guys now, right? And I hope that the next time I get approached, it won't be so like weird and creepy, but instead it'll be maybe someone nice actually. Maybe I'll get along with them. I don't know, we'll see. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching this week's video. Please remember to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more of me, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Bye!